Hey there, welcome back, or welcome if you're new to the channel. As you know, on this channel we talk about how in life it's not only me and it's not only you, but life's ups and downs are truly universal. We all go through them. In those times that are challenging or difficult, we can find strength, we can grow, and we can have compassion on ourselves. And in those times that are so joyous and so wonderful, we can be fully present in those moments and enjoy them and embrace them. Today, what I wanted to talk about was action, small action. Then I'll start it off with a quote that I think is very fitting. It says, "Little by little, one travels far." And oftentimes we think that there is a big step or a big action for us to take, or even a big decision. And sometimes, depending on where we are in a situation in our life, we just need to take a small step. And that small step it differs for whatever whatever it calls for. If it's exercising, sometimes that small step is putting on your workout attire or whatever it may be and just going for a walk. I've heard someone say just start with one. So it could be one push-up. It could be, one jumping jack, one of anything that is workout related. If that's your goal, if it's eating healthier, just do one. If it's, you're not accustomed to eating certain vegetables, or just have one. Certain foods that are healthier for you, just have one. Our mind tries to make things seem as though we can't start unless we start perfect. And that is a really big hindrance, because oftentimes if you are starting something or you're beginning a new way of living or thinking, you're not going to be perfect at it. And if you're waiting for perfection, you might be waiting forever to start. So start imperfect. Take the small action that meets you where you're at. It varies, for all of us. Whatever that action may be, it's different for all of us, because we all have different experiences. We all have different backgrounds. We have different knowledge sets. And therefore, something that may be small for me, it might be insignificant for you, or it might be paramount for you. It might be very big for you. But we just have to start where we are, or continue. Sometimes we are doing okay or going forward, and we stop and we don't understand kind of get discouraged, and it's difficult to restart, or you're not sure how to restart something. But I encourage you to just take the small step. That is the easiest way to get back into something, and that is the easiest way to start doing something. You don't have to wait for it to be perfect. I'm someone that I do a lot of analysis, and I can not take any action until I have done all of the research, or until I fully feel like, okay, every scenario that could possibly come up, I think I know how to handle it. And sometimes that will never come. Sometimes it'll never come, because you can be in a area of life that you're going to constantly have to learn in, and you're never going to be the know-all of that thing, whatever it may be. Even some people that are very talented in whatever it is they do, there are times when they will tell you that they don't know it all. They haven't seen it all. They learn every day about new situations, new circumstances, that there was no training to prepare them for that. And if they had been waiting until they knew every situation, they wouldn't be where they're at right now. And that's why I want to encourage myself and encourage you to just take the small step. Do the small action. Be consistent with the small things. Don't overwhelm yourself with focusing on perfection, because sometimes we get perfected as we go in something. We get perfected as we learn in something, as we take action in something. We can get perfected in that way. And that's why being consistent is always going to outrank the intensity, because intensity wavers. When you are consistent in something, that is going to yield you far better results than going hard at something 1 or 2 times. There's no real muscles that you're building physically, and also too, like skill wise, you're not building any muscles by doing something intensively 1, 2, 3 times. But if you're doing something towards it every single day, that is building more than one intense, deep dive or workout or whatever. One day you're like, I'm going to get so healthy, and you do a whole day of celery and water and, whatever your goal calls for, you do one day of that. And then there's someone that makes little changes every single day for a year. Which one of you are going to actually see the results? Probably the person that was consistent. That one time of you, doing whatever, that intensity is not going to sustain you on the days or the times when you aren't doing anything towards it. So I encourage you to take the small steps consistently. Keep taking the small steps. Prove to yourself that you can do it a little by a little bit each day. And that's why it says in that quote, again, little by little, one travels far. And far is the goal. Whatever it is that you're working towards, that's what your far is. I'm going to keep on doing this little bit, and sometimes you might do more, but you have a baseline of what I at least have to do this. I'm at least going to do this. And I believe you'll reach your goal if you are truly consistent and you've identified what is the smallest amount of action that I can tolerate, that I can do, and I can reach my goal, So I just wanted to impart that to you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please check the description box. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with someone that you think is in line with thinking. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing day. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.